It's on there. Tires on there, right, too. And there's plenty of rubber. And that's the back one too. So the front one's probably got even more, because the back ones wear out quicker because it's the drive wheel. Those are good tires. I want to get those Terravelles again. I'm just giving you a critique of the Terravelle. These Terravelles. Excellent. I've probably done 750 miles on these, and there's plenty of tread left. Pretty thick. It's not tread, it's just rubber because it's slick. There's plenty of that rubber left. Quarter of an inch. Maybe not quite a quarter of an inch, but yeah. I'd like to get some more of those because I like the slicks and I like the big, burly, wide. The only problem is I'd like to get some narrower ones to where I could use my puncture resistant and get some tire liners too. Then I wouldn't have flats. You get tire liners and puncture resistant tubes, and I've got puncture resistant tubes, I just can't put them in these tires because it would stretch out the valve stem and pop the valve stem. They say that they're made for up to 45s, but I know better. I can just look at them and tell they're not. They're full of it. I'll air it up and it'll stretch out because I've tried it. And right around the valve stem, no, it just won't do it. I have to get some like 35s. These are 45s. I've got to get something that's like 10 millimeters smaller, or at least 38s. Maybe 40s. These are 45s. No way those puncture resistant tubes will stretch to fit these tires. They won't. They'll blow the valve stem out. It'll tear the rubber around the valve stem. I've done it over and over again. I've tried it. I've wasted some money doing it. It was lucky I didn't get stranded. Lucky I was in a place where I was making good enough money and I was in town, and because I'm kind of scared of this bike, going on this bike trip, because it's not a proven system. It should work, but I don't know that. I've yet to try this thing out on the open road and have, I'm going to be going through plenty of towns that might have bike shops, because Walmart's just not good enough for something that you really need something. Walmart's not working, man. New tire, I guess. We'll see. Walmart works a little bit, but like on my other bike, Loki, with those deep dish rims, I finally got an adapter that could screw onto the valve stem and extend it to where it would go all the way through and I could air it up, because the tubes you get in Walmart, they wouldn't go through. I got in bad shape a couple of times before I got that, to where I had to like poke a hole through the side of the tire, run the valve stem through that, disconnect the brakes on the tire I was using, because the valve stem was sticking out the side of the tire. It got me down the road. I've got videos. All this stuff I'm talking about, ultra marathon, cross-country bike. I was in New York, I was in Seattle, I jumped freight trains and this and that. I had a camera and recorded every bit of that. I just can't get my hands on the SD cards because my two sisters don't seem to understand how important it is to me. I'll get it to you when I get it to you. Okay, well, the world's going to end one day. You know that, right? We're all going to die one day, and we don't have all the time in the world. They just don't seem to get it. That, hey, time is of the essence. I think they do get it. They just don't give a shit. That's fine. That's fine. I get it now, That's fine. That's cool. They don't care enough about me to go to the extra effort to do it now. I understand, You can see how kind of like upset I am about this. If either one of them had to tell me is, listen, I'll get around to it, but it's not going to be for real quick. It's going to be a while. And I'll go, okay, fine. And then I would have left town weeks ago. I would have started heading up north. There's been plenty of opportunity. I would have already been up there by now, making money. As it is now, I'm going to be bare. They don't respect me. That's what it is. They have no respect for me, because I'm a bum. And they're just like, get around to it when we get around to it, bum.